Okay, can we start now? Yes, inshallah. Okay. Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Before we start, let us begin with a recitation of Surah Al-Fatihah. Before we go through this session, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our guest speaker, Sir Muhammad Iqmal Hakimi bin Muhammad Helmi, our advisor, Madam Nur Farah Shazwani Ismail, and Dr. Nur Sa'diah Muhammad Ali, and to all CFS IIUM community. Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah for giving us an opportunity together this evening. Brothers and sisters, this workshop is a platform for us to gain knowledge, to learn and improve our skills in Microsoft Teams. This knowledge can be applied in our daily life as a student. I'm Kairina, your MC for today. Before we start our session, I would like to invite Brother Aidi Irfan bin Abdul Ghani to lead the recitation of Dua. Please welcome.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Okay, before we begin our recitation of dua, let's open it with the recitation of Surah Al-Fatihah. A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا حامدين حمدا شاكرين حمدا صابرين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد صلاة تنجينا بها من جميع الأهوال والآفات وتقضي لنا بها من جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا بها من جميع السيئات وترفعنا بها عندك على الدرجات وتبلغنا بها أقصى الغايات من جميع الخيرات في الحياة وبعد الممات وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Oh Allah, we express our gratitude to you for allowing us to attend this event on the auspicious day. O Allah, we ask you for the safety of our religion and the welfare of our body. O Allah, Lord of the implementing authority, make the days that we have gone through starting with your mercy, continue with your blessing and righteous guidance, ended with your forgiveness. Make the days that we have gone through spent in your obedience, adorn us with the adornment of the righteous, and clothe us with the ornament of the pious in spreading good behavior, lowering the wing of humanity, duty of conduct, advancing towards excellence, avoiding condemnation, being gracious to the undeserving, speaking through bitter. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم ارزقنا يا رب فهم النبيين وحفظ المرسلين وإلهام الملائكة المقربين في عافية يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin Amin Ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Brother Aidi Irfan bin Abdul Ghani, for the dua recitation. May Allah bless our session for today. Before that, I would like to remind all students to stay focused and active throughout our workshop for today. Don't forget to record your attendance in the link given later. Please be reminded, star points will be given to the participants after you complete the evaluation form. To all participants in our Zoom meeting, feel free to turn on your camera to make our sharing session more exciting. If you have any question in your mind, You can write down in the chat box either in Zoom or YouTube. Inshallah, it will be answered by our speaker during our Q&A session later. Let me introduce our guest speaker's biography. His name is Sir Muhammad Iqmal Hakimi bin Muhammad Helni. He graduated in Diploma Tahfiz Al-Quran wal Qiraat at Darul Quran Jakim in 2015, and he also graduated in Bachelor Human Sciences, Arabic Languages and Literature with honors in 2018. Currently, he is a lecturer in Department of Quranic Language, CFS IIUM. So, without overdue, I would like to invite our honorable speaker, Sir Muhammad Iqmal Hakimi bin Muhammad Helni, to begin. The honor is yours.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you to the Master of Ceremony, Sister Khairina, advisors of Mahala Umama, or advisors of this Microsoft Workshop 2.0, Madam Nurfara Shazwani and Dr. Nur Saadia, and as well as to all the brothers and sisters. I don't know either all of you are the student of or the CFS students, or we have someone, the outsiders, someone who is not the students from the CFS. I would love to welcome all of you, either you are the CFS students or not. For today, it's going to be a sharing session. Actually, it is not going to be somehow something like we call it a training or something that is very serious. So it is a sharing session. So if you have any questions throughout the session, you may ask, as per mentioned by Sister Khairina, you may ask the questions on the chat box in YouTube as well as in this Zoom meeting. But then throughout the session, I don't think that I can read the message. Like the chat. So if you have any questions, you may write it down on the chat box and I'll answer later on at the end of the session. So I'll allocate at around 10 minutes for the Q&A sessions at the end of these sessions. So I'm not going to share with you any slides or anything. I'll just share the screen with you and I'll go directly to the Microsoft Teams, which is this is going to be a very hands-on session lah. So and it's going to be a mix of English and Malay if I can make it so. Okay. Okay, let us begin. I'll share my screen right now. I have to share. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is my whole screen because I have to share my whole screen. It is not Windows, but lagi kita can go for meeting punya tu. So this is Microsoft Teams. I think all of you have use these things, this application, Microsoft Teams, especially for those who are taking mathematics, if I'm not mistaken, because Department of Mathematics is using Microsoft Teams for the semester. And for those who are taking Quranic language with me, and I'm using Microsoft Teams for this semester. And I don't know berkenaan dengan other departments in CFS. So this is Microsoft Teams. For Microsoft Teams, actually, we can use it either on website by using our browser or with the apps downloaded and installed in your PC. But I would suggest to you to use it by using use Microsoft Teams by using ataupun via the application. Why? Because if you are using Microsoft Teams by using the websites or browser, there might be something that you can really do or something that is you might face few problems there. But then if you are using Microsoft Teams with through the application, it somehow will affect your laptop sikit lah, sebab it will dia quite berat juga, which dia akan affect in terms of sometimes when you open Microsoft Teams, dia akan affect the other applications untuk berfungsi dengan smooth sikit. If and only if your laptop okay, macam dia punya processor semua okay, then it's okay for you to use Microsoft Teams application lah. So once you installed your Microsoft Teams on the desktop, you have your live.ium.edu email, right? And you have activated those that email, so you can log in through the into the Microsoft Teams by using that email. So once you have logged in into the Microsoft Teams, you will see this interface. So this is the first interface that you will see, in which you will have this on the left side, you have activity, chat, team, What else do we have here? Assignments, calendar, calls, files. And if you have added any other applications, they will appear here on the left side of the Teams. But then I have yet to add any application for my students' account, so I don't have any applications here on the left side of the Teams. But then we are not going to talk more about the applications that we have on Teams, but we are going to talk more about the basic things that we are going to use through in Teams. So the first thing first, once you have logged in into these Microsoft Teams, the thing that you have to do is, the most important thing is that to join the class ataupun to join the teams that you want to you must join lah. Macam contoh, if you have this class, this a subject with that uses Teams, so you have to join the class, join the Teams. So there are few steps ataupun there are few steps. There are few ways for you to join the Teams. Either your lecturers themselves added you into the Teams directly, because the lecturers have the access to directly create a Teams and directly add all the students in his or her section into the Teams without by just adding ataupun by just transferring the emails from the class list. You have that things you can do that things through staff portal, IM staff portal. But for the students, you may join the Teams by using the link given by the lecturers, in which when you click on the link given by the lecturers, you will be directed to the Teams that has been created by your lecturers, and you will join the Teams later on. Or you can join the team by using the class code that has been given to you by your lecturers. It just goes the same with the with the Google Classroom that you have used before, in which you have the class code, and you can join the teams with class code. So how will you join the teams by using the class code? You can see here on the top right side of the Microsoft Teams application, we have this option or this button, which is join or create team, in which you can just click on this thing, which you can have a few options here, which if you can see here, the first one is how you can create a team, which you can create a team with your friends. For example, if you have any group members or group assignments or what else, or whatever you want to do, or you want to create a team, you can create here. But the most important thing is that how to join a team with a code. So once you have received the code by your teachers, you can just click on this. You can just copy and paste the code here, and then you can click on join team, and it will be added in your dashboard later on. So once you have joined the team, it will be added here in this part, teams. You can see this icon, teams. So this is the teams that you have joined or you have created. So once you have joined the team, there are a few things that you have you will see lah. So here it comes, the things that we are going to discuss today. So once you click here, you will get a list of your teams. So if you want to go into the teams, you can just click on these teams, and it will direct you to the teams general punya section. So here we have the general section of the teams. The general section of the team is where the teachers or your lecturers will post everything or anything that relates with to the class. You have to bear in mind that some teachers or some lecturers might create channels here, in which each and every channels may differ. The use of each channels may differ. Basically, channel will work the same as general works. I mean, the general section works. So bila ada channel tu, that might be some teams like macam what I used to do with my students is that I'll create a new channels if we have a group discussion or group assignment, in which I have, for example, in one semester, we have to group assignments or group presentation. So in order for me to what do I call that? In order for me to know the progress of the students, the group discussion or everything else, or in order for me to make things easy for them to discuss, or make things easy for me to check the for the submission of the group presentations or whatsoever, I'll just create a channels in which each and every channels will only can be used only by the group members. So as well as we have for example, I have an announcement channel. I'll show you later on my class punya benda. But then these are the general parts, and these are the most important. This is the most important part of the Microsoft Teams punya Teams lah. So we have the general one, in which on top of this general section we have post and files. So what is the difference between post and files? Post are all those posts being posted by your teachers. It may be the class punya session, which is the class punya meet punya session, or it may be the assignments. But sometimes when we have too many sessions in one semester, it is quite difficult for you to look for the assignments. For example, we have the teachers or the lecturers have scheduled the assignment from week 1, but then you are required to submit the assignment when it reached week 7, for example. There are 6 weeks here in between the scheduled post and the time in which you have to submit the assignments. So to make things easy, we have this section here in which you can just simply click assignments, and then you will see a list of assignment that has been assigned to you. So you can just simply click on the assignment, and then you can complete the assignment later on and submit and everything. So this is how Chat General works. So most of the time, every time we are going to have class, the teachers will schedule ataupun dia akan terus directly go for meet kat sini, or they akan schedule a meet here for you to join for the class. So up until now, is there any questions? Tak ada lagi kan, sebab kat chat macam tak ada lagi. So no questions, so I may proceed. So one more thing that we have here on the right side, on the left side is class notebook, which this one is very relatable with Microsoft OneNote, which I'm not going to touch more about these things because I don't think that we are going to really use this thing during the class. And this one is great, in which when you click on these things, you will see the summary of the grades that you have obtained during the class, for the class or for throughout the semesters. So let's move on to the first one, the general one. So first one, so when your teachers or your lecturers have scheduled a post or a meet for you to attend, for example, we have class at 2:30 p.m. today. So your lecturers might schedule the class, and it might need the names may be trial class 1, for example. For this one, trial class 1, and the details are here. Saturday 9 October 2021, 2:30 p.m. So how can you join the meeting? You can just simply click on this thing and it will direct you to this one. So you can either click here to join the meeting, I mean the link given here, the hyperlink here, or you can just click here to join the meeting, the join button. And if you want to make these things, I mean like you want to when the lecturer schedule the meeting is at 2:30 p.m. but they schedule the meeting earlier, macam 2 days earlier ke a week earlier, you can just simply add this meeting to your calendar, so that when it comes to 2:30 p.m. or 5 minutes or 10 minutes prior to the meeting, there will be a reminder for you that you have class at 2:30 p.m. So that is the first one. And then here you can see the details of the class. For example, what I have mentioned here is that it's just trial class, and we will be discussing on how to use Microsoft Teams. So you can just simply click to join, click the join link or the hyperlink here to join the meeting. For example, let us join the meeting here. So I'll join the meeting. There are a few options here that you have to macam tak perlu kacau sangat pun actually. Since I'm using my camera for Zoom, so my camera in Teams will be turned off. I'll be using and I'm using computer audio as well in Zoom, so my computer audio for Teams will be turned off as well. But I still can click on these things. By default, this computer audio will be directly tick when you click on join. So once you have click on join button, you just can simply click join now. So nothing much to worry about lah kalau nak join the meeting on Microsoft Teams. But then if you are the first one who have joined the meetings, the meeting that have been created or have been scheduled, it will appear like this, which is you have to wait for other person to join. So I'll join the meeting by using my other device. Wait. So this is how it will look like. You can just simply click on this on the maximize button to maximize to go full screen. But then when you minimize these things, it will appear like this. It is just the apa dia punya view dia sama macam mana you are while you are using Zoom, because we have some sort of macam a smaller screen here. So this one helps a lot when you do presentation, as well as when you have to refer somewhere else. For example, you have to refer on your notes or somewhere, or you want to open something else to write down your notes. So what do we have here? You can see that this is the leave button, in which you can, it will, once you click this thing, this button, you will leave the session. And we have this one just right before, just right next to the leave button. This one is for you to share the content. So this button, we have a few options here. Either you want to share your full screen. Once you choose screen, meaning that you are sharing with the participants of the meeting your whole screen, your full screen. I mean, everything that you see on your screen will be shared to all the participants joining the teams. So most of the time, I would not suggest you to share the screen. You just have to click on the windows that you want to share. Either you want to share only Microsoft PowerPoint, or maybe anything that you want to share. But then please bear in mind, if you share, if you only go for window sharing, but when you have more than one window to share during the presentation, you have to end the share, end the screen share, and you have to start sharing the windows again. So my suggestion will be, if you have more than one windows to share during the presentation or everything or anything, you have, I would suggest you to use the screen sharing lah, not good for window sharing. But if you are only going to present only Microsoft PowerPoints or slideshows in Microsoft PowerPoints, which means you are only going to present one window, so you just go for one window. So once you click on one window punya sharing, you dia tak akan apa ni, anything on your screen tak akan di-share, will not be shared in the Microsoft Teams for the participants to see. Only the windows that you have chosen will be shared in Teams. Meaning that if you open more than one windows in your laptop, but you only share with the student, with the participants in team one window, the participants or those who are in the teams will only see the windows that you have been sharing. One more thing, we have new features here, which is the presenter mode. We have a few options in which you can share the screen with the content only punya screen, which, for example, if I'm sharing with this thing, kalau presenter only, it will appear like this. You can only the participants can only see the presenter, the shared windows too. But if you go for something else, we have few other options. We have this one, for example. You can go for turn camera to select camera, which is there will be macam yang streamer selalu buat waktu live stream tu. Your face or only your face ataupun the bahagian mana yang masuk dekat dalam kamera will appear here. It is something like macam your presentation will be as the background, and you will appear somewhere around here on the bottom right side of the of the screen. You don't have to use any green screen or something like macam you can set up you punya ni ke apa kan? No, you just simply have to click on these things. I can't really show you because I'm on camera on Zoom. Can I just switch off my camera in Zoom for a while? Okay, I'll go with this thing. Okay, open my camera so I can see my camera. Okay, nampaklah saya duduk kat mana sekarang. Sudah. Ya. Okay. Okay. Kalau nak share screen tadi mana? So we can share screen. And then this one. Okay, I'll go for Windows. Okay. It will appear like this. Mana muka saya? Dia akan nampak macam ni. So this is how it will looks like. It is somehow macam acah-acah streamer lah sikit kot saya rasa. You can see your screen like this. And the presentation will be the background of your shared screen too. That is the first one. We can also have this option, which is we have side-by-side new things, where we can have something like this one. Yes, it is side-by-side punya benda. Or something like macam berita punya benda. Like this one. So it will appear like this. So you can choose any of these view by clicking on the sharing button here, and you can just choose any presenter modes or any modes that you want to have. So this is the first one with regards to meetings. Ada soalan ke tu? Tak ada soalan lagi. Okay, good. So we can move on to the next one. Okay, in Microsoft Teams, every participant can start recording the session. So should your lecturers macam forget to start the recording and you want the session to be recorded or the session will be recorded ke apa tu, you can just simply click on these three buttons here, and then the session you can just click on the start recording session, and the recording will start in a few moments lah. It can take time sikit. Okay. So once the recording start, dia akan mention dekat atasnya you are recording, and then all the participants in the meeting will get a prompt message. Either they want to stay in the meeting or not because the recording has been started. So we have here the mute and unmute, but the microphone ni for mute and unmute, camera for camera punya benda. Next one. What else do we have? What else do we have here? Okay, here. The punya function for this emoticon is that if you have any questions, you may raise your hand. So once you click this, the teachers or everyone in the class will see this one, which is your name will be highlighted, and then dia akan ada raising hand punya symbol. Dia akan jadi gini. So this is the first one, and then next one, this one is for when we join Microsoft Teams, can we go on another Windows example, Google Meet? Yes, when you join Microsoft Teams, you can go to another Windows, for example, Google Meet. As I'm doing right now, I'm opening my Microsoft Teams as well as my Zoom. So as you can see here, this is my Microsoft Teams, and this one is my Zoom punya view. So we can open anything when you are opening Microsoft Teams. Tak ada masalah pun. Cuma the problem will be that you have to ensure that one of the applications is mute lah. Sebab kalau tak nanti dia akan echo bunyi dia. Next one will be this one. We have laugh, applause, heart, like ni untuk reaction punya purposes. You can just simply click on these things. Next one is the conversation. Conversation here is the conversation that will be waktu meeting ni lah. The moment you have the meetings, you can click on this conversation if you have any questions or this just goes the same with Google Meet lah. When we have Google Meet, you have the conversation, the chat box, right? So, but what is different here is that in this conversation, you may upload files, or we have emojis and everything else here. I think you can explore these things by yourself. The most important part is that you can just you can upload files here, which is you can attach files either by uploading the files from the computer or from your OneDrive. And then the next one here is the what we call this participants punya list. So that the things that we have in Google in Microsoft Teams. Since the participants in this meeting is only me and myself, jadi dua guys tu, I have 2 accounts here. So I can't really show you the breakout rooms. But then once the teachers created a breakout rooms, they will assign you into something into certain breakout rooms. So once they start they launch this breakout rooms, there will be a prompt message here, in which it will once you click the join breakout room, it will direct you to the breakout rooms. And during the breakout rooms, you may receive a broadcast message as well. This goes the same with Zoom lah, kalau this part. Basically, Teams, we have a combination of what Google Meet has, and what Zoom meeting has. So we can Microsoft Teams combine them all to be in this one application. So here are the things that we have for meeting. Up until now, do we have any questions before we move on to the next part, which is the next things? It's not meeting anymore. I think we don't have any questions here in Zoom, but I don't know either we have questions in YouTube. But then if you have questions, I think we can just simply save the questions for the last session. So once you have leave the message, when you have left the meetings, you can see here in the general sections, the video will be uploaded directly in the comment sections, as well as if you have I have mentioned earlier about the chat box, right, during the meeting. So everything that you have written in the chat box, everything that you have attached in the chat box throughout the meeting will also be available here in the comment section for the meetings. So here is the first one, which is the meeting part. So next one, I think this one will be used the most frequently used things in features in Microsoft Teams lah, because we are going to have classes and everything else. So we are going to use meeting. Next one, we move on to the next one, which is the assignment. I have 2 assignment here, which one each assignment differs from one differs to another. The first one is the trial assignment one. Here is the assignment that you have to answer the questions on the attached Microsoft Word. Since this one is Microsoft Teams, so we can have Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel dengan satu lagi dia bagi satu. Kalau nak mesti ke Microsoft OneNote di situ. So this just goes the same macam mana Google Classroom. Google Classroom kan kalau dia akan attach dengan Google Docs, Google Sheet, Google Slides dengan Google Form. So we will move on to the next one, the assignment part. So once the assignment has been posted, it will be posted here in general section, or sometimes it will be posted somewhere in the channels. It is up to your lecturers or your instructors. Either he or she want to post it on the general sections or on the channels section channels too. Another channels in another sections in the channels. But to make things easy, you can just click on the assignment section here, and it will list down all the assignments that you have been assigned to complete throughout the session ataupun throughout the semester. For example, this one is this trial assignment 1. Breakout room hanya host sahaja yang boleh buat. I mean the lecturer sahaja, the owner of the Microsoft Teams sahaja yang boleh buat. Mana dah tadi? Assignment. Okay, dekat general section assignment, you can see here, once the assignment has been posted, you can view the assignment. So you click on the view assignment, it will appear like this, which is the details of the assignment. We have the trial assignment 1, and we have the due date, which is tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. So you can see the instructions as well here, and the possible full upper maximum points to be obtained. So what can you do is that if this is one types of the assignment that can be posted ataupun that can be posted lah on Microsoft Teams, which is we have the attached Microsoft Words. So what can you do is that you can just simply click on this Microsoft Word punya file, and it will directly direct you to the Microsoft Words online dekat dalam Teams juga. Since this one is Microsoft punya benda kan, so it will directly direct you to the Microsoft Word punya ni. You don't have to download it or do it offline. You can do it online. So you can it is just the same with Microsoft Word that we have on your that you have on your laptop or on your PC, but it might differ a little bit because we don't really have shape. We can't kita tak boleh betul-betul tambah certain things lah. But then the most important things is that you can just simply write down your answer here. I can simply write down my answer here in the space provided. The editing section macam biasa, awak boleh guna anything that we have here. I think this one you have I think you already know how to use Microsoft Word, right? So this is how you use Microsoft Word. And then what can you do? You don't have to save. You don't have to click on save button or something ataupun something like that, because this is dia auto synchron, dia macam auto save, it works just the same as Google Docs punya cara. But then if you wish to save a copy of these answers, you can just click on the file here, and we have save as, which you can download a copy in Microsoft Word punya files punya bentuk, or as PDF files, ataupun you can save as a copy online lah, which will be saved in your OneDrive. So once you have completed answering the questions, you can see the close button at the top right side of the applications. You can just simply click the close button. If you are not that sure that your assignment ataupun your answers has been saved, you can just simply click on this thing once again, and you can see that we have the thing that you have been written earlier is still there. So I can simply write down benda-benda tadi tu. Okay, you just simply click the close button, and we have the turn in button here, so you can click on the turn in button. But then if your lecturers only attach something macam the instructions sahaja, which the instructor requires you to create a new document, a new slideshow, or maybe a new Excel sheet, but you have to submit it on this assignment. So you just can simply click new here. We can have a new Word document, a new Excel spreadsheet, or a new PowerPoint presentation. For example, if you want to have a new Word document, you just click a new Word document, and it will ask you to name the file. For example, if you name the file with your metric number, what can we have here? 211 siapa punya metric number ni? Apa tukar? 9999. So next one, done, and it will be attached here. So you can just simply click the new document one, and it will direct you to the Microsoft Word once again. So for example, if you have you have to answer ataupun you create a new document, tu je lah cara dia, and then after that you can just simply write anything here. You can write anything here. So same step, close, and it will be here. Goes the same with Microsoft Excel Office Excel punya spreadsheet ataupun PowerPoint presentation. But then if you wish to answer these questions offline, since this is Microsoft Word je kan, so we have the Microsoft Word on our PC, so you can just simply answer ataupun type the answers by using your Microsoft Word, and later on you can just simply click attach. Either you want to attach the files that you have in OneDrive, or you want to attach the link. For example, we have a videos, and this macam contoh assignment dia requires you to create a video. So you just can click on the link, attached link here. What can you do is that you can copy and paste the link here, and then you can simply click, for example, I'll just go for https youtube.com. So I'll just click on this thing, either text to display, macam contoh assignment 1 video presentation. So it will appear like this, and you can just simply click attach, and it will appear like this one. So once your lecture, once you turn in, your lecture will have these attached files, attached link, and everything. They can just simply click on these attached files or attached link. You can as well upload the files from the device. So once you have completed doing or answering all these things or attach all the documents needed, you can just simply click on the turn in button. So once you click on the turn in button, ice cream tu tiba-tiba keluar, saya tak tahu kenapa. You can see that you have the status kat sini kan. Turn in Saturday, October 9, 2021, 3:13 PM. Oh, lagi 17 minutes mehr. So, for example, you accidentally click on the turn in button, but then you have something else to submit kat sini kan. You just can simply click on the undo turn in button. You can just simply add everything once again, and then you can just simply click on the turn in button once again. So this is the first type of the assignment in which you have to attach things. So if you can see here, if you go to the assignment sections, you have only one assignment left assigned to you and yet to be completed. And you already have one completed assignment here. So this is how this section will help you in organizing your assignment lah. Before that, I have two questions here, if I'm not mistaken. Assalamualaikum, can you show how to record Microsoft Teams session? Then where the record? Oh, okay. Is there any participant limit to join the meeting? Untuk recording tadi, kita pun lagi saya tunjuk semula. Limit tak ada setakat ni. Since we are using setakat ni kelas kalau more than 30 ataupun more than 100 pun saya rasa setakat ni saya guna okey je lagi. Dia boleh masuk je semua. Jadi record session tu, sekejap lagi saya akan back semula ke recording session. I'll just go to the last the next part of the assignment, which is the second type of the assignment. The second type of the assignment, kalau for lecturers, this one, they will not be, dia punya nama dia bukan untuk choose create assignment. There will be another option which is create quiz. The lecturers can click on the create quiz punya bahagian, and it will direct you to the Microsoft Office form punya tu, and you have to click on the edit the Microsoft form tu. So once you have this kind of questions, which is you have to answer the questions through my Office form punya, you just have to click on the attach files here, and it will direct you to the Microsoft form. Okay, for example, hi Muhammad Iqmah, this is, dia akan hi dekat awak dulu. Hi Muhammad, nama awak tu. When you submit this form, you will see your name and email address. So you just have to answer all the questions here. For example, this one is MCQ punya bentuk. We have the short as writing short essay punya ataupun subjective punya bentuk, and we have rating punya bentuk, as well as kalau nak letak tarikh punya bentuk. So what can you do is that you just simply answer all the questions. And for example, this one for this one. Okay, then submit button. And you simply submit. Result ni depends on the setting that been set up by the instructor. Either dia akan directly tunjuk result ataupun tak. But then once you have submit, you can just simply click close button here, and then dia dah terus automatically turn in your form. So awak tak perlu lagi click on the turn in button kalau this kind of assignment. So we have two types of assignment yang saya dah tunjuk tadi. Apa soalan lagi? Oh, evaluation form. Oh, for the one yang tanya this, is apa? Farahana, can you show how to record Microsoft Teams session, then where the recording will be saved? Okay, once you join the class atau meeting tadi, you can see this part of the session, the bahagian ni. We have the three dot kat sini, just right before next to the camera punya apa ni orang panggil symbol. You just click on this thing and we have the start recording punya benda. Start recording punya option. Apply background effects ni for your background. Turn on live captions ni. Dia akan sisihkan everything that has been spoken by the speakers lah. For example, I'm talking right now and there will be captions ataupun macam sort of subtitles, tapi dia sebenarnya captions kan saya punya apa yang saya tengah cakap. So you just can simply click on the start recording button here, and then once you have finished the session, the recording will end when the last person leave the chat, leave the meeting. So where is the recording will be uploaded? It will be directly uploaded here in this meeting punya yang kita schedule tu here. So this is the recording. Or you can find the recording here in this file, but in files punya benda ni. We have the recording folders, which the recording will be available for you here. So to make things easy, what I have used to do is that when I schedule a meeting, I will put the first line in these details. For example, here in these details, the topics ataupun the topics that will be discussed during the class. Sebab apa? Sebab the things that has been written on the first line for the details part ni will be available as the topic for the the name of the recorded session later on. So once you click on the files here, it will be much easier for you to look for the files or the session that you want to view ataupun to watch again. You may download this recording session to your laptop. You can just simply click select here and then you can download. Or you may watch this thing online. Do you have any other questions? If you use Team, can we use it to live stream it on YouTube? Sadly, we don't have direct live stream from Teams to YouTube lah. You may live stream Teams, tapi you have to use another applications lah untuk live streamkan dia. So these are what we have on generals. In general section, we have the meeting. We have the trial assignment 1, which is requires you to upload or answer the questions on the attached files. We have the trial assignment 2, which you have to answer in the Office form 2, Microsoft form. And the last one, it is not only that you can start the meeting when the teachers or the instructor schedule a meeting here in the general. You can simply directly have a meeting here by clicking on this thing. You the students as well can schedule a meeting, or they can start a meeting, they launch a meeting on the spot lah. So that is the first one. Next one, the meeting untuk video call ni is not only limited here in general. For example, your teachers created channels for you, and you have they have group you in a small groups, and they have included everyone in the group members to be in the channels, so you can start a meeting with the group members. So that is all about Teams dekat dalam ni in general. One more thing that I think it is useful for you to know is that this one, the chat button, the chat one ni, chat box ni, chat ni, you can create ataupun you can chat with anybody that you want to chat privately. Sebab everything that you have sent here during the class session will be seen by anybody, everyone in this team. But if you want to make it private, you can go to this chat section. You can just click on this one, new chat. And then what can you do is that you can enter the names that you want to, the one that you want to chat. For example, I'll just click my own name lah. I'll just so I can start the conversation. For example, hi, ibu hai kat diri sendiri. Okay, so this is how we can have the session, the chat, private chat lah, ataupun private conversation. What makes things more interesting is that you can have a video call with the person as well as the voice call, and you can share screen as well as you can add people and you can pop up this chat lah. If you want to, if you have too many persons that you have chat here in this chat list, you can click on this one, you go for this chat, and then you have this 3 dotted line kat sini, which you can click on that 3 dotted line, and then you just click on pin. So it will appear here in the pin section. This one, if you want to chat individual lah, with maksudnya private chat with someone else. But then if you have a group assignment, kalau the teachers ataupun the instructors didn't create a channel just for the group assignment, you can create a group chat here. You can just click on this new chat ni. You can just include anybody that you think that are there in your group assignment. For example, I just click my name sebab saya tak nak kacau orang lain. Siapa lagi? Okay. This one. Okay. For example, I'll just click hi. And okay. By default, it will appear like this, which is they akan appear the name of the persons in the chat box, in the chat. But then, dia macam, it doesn't seem macam very convenient lah kan. So you can just simply change the name of the group. For example, you can see the pencil punya symbol kat sini. You just can click on this pencil symbol. You can macam change the name. So rename group assignment. Save, and it will be like here, like this. Then if you want to pin this chat message, you can just click on this thing and pin. So this is how we use chat. So we have 5 minutes more, so I think it's time for me to answer any questions from all of you. Do we have any questions here? I don't think that we have questions in Zoom. Do we have any questions in YouTube?
No.
No questions?
Yes.
Okay. No questions ni ada antara dua je. Sama ada faham atau tak faham terus. So I think to sum up, the most important things is that you have to know how to join the teams, and then you have to know how to submit the assignment ataupun complete the assignment in the Microsoft Teams. But other than that, it is something yang tambahan lah. Oh, one more thing. You can tadi kan saya kata you can add the schedule the scheduled meeting in your calendar. So you can see here we have the calendar here. Once you click on the calendar, it will be like this. So for example, I have a scheduled meeting right now, 2:30 until 4:30. So it will appear in this calendar, and there is a join button here, which I can just simply click on this join button, and then it will appear. I will directly be in the meeting, as well as the assignment lah. Kan we have the assignments. So for example, do we have assignment here? Sebab saya tak include dekat schedule lagi, dekat calendar. So if you include the assignments in the into the calendar, it will appear like this. If there is no questions, I think that is all from me. I think this might help you a little bit in using Microsoft Teams. So this is not something yang very details. It is much more basic things that you have to know in using Teams, especially when you want to join a class, you want to join a meeting, you want to submit an assignment. You have to know how to answer this complete the assignments by using the Teams and by using the attached files, as well as by using the Microsoft Form punya Office, Microsoft Form. But sometimes there are instructors or lecturers who use Teams, but then it will he or she will still attach Google Docs or Google Form or something like that. But because why? For me myself, I don't really prefer Microsoft Form. I would love to use my Google Form compared to Microsoft Form, because there are some things, especially when it comes to apa ni, quiz ke apa ke, sebab Microsoft Form somehow dia akan restrict kepada email yang institution sahaja untuk jawab. But we can do the setting lah, tapi setting dia tu macam membenarkan. So I think that is all from me. If you don't have any questions, so I'll pass the session to the Master of Ceremony again. What is her name? Sister apa tadi? Saya dah lupa. Sister Khairina. Okay. Tafadhali, sister.
Okay, so thank you to our speaker for the great sharing. So I believe all the students got many useful tips during our sharing session. So I would like to remind all of you, don't forget to record your attendance in the link given. And if you have any question, feel free to write it in the chat box and it will be answered by the speaker during our Q&A session. So for the first question, Microsoft boleh buat live streaming tak?
Saya dah jawab tu. Dia live streaming kalau directly macam Zoom sekarang. Zoom dia boleh directly live streaming on the YouTube, right? Which is you can just simply set things and it will directly live stream on YouTube. But for Microsoft Teams, you cannot do that. You cannot do what Zoom is doing right now. But then you can just go for something like using any other applications for you to stream the Teams lah.
For the second question, kalau yang contoh assignment serbagi tu akan auto save ke atau kena manually save?
Assignment, if there is attached apa tu Microsoft Word, dia akan automatically save sebab dia akan automatically sync dengan tu, dengan apa, sebab dia online kan awak jawab. But then my suggestion is that once you have finished answering, before click on close button tu, you go for file and save it as PDF ataupun Microsoft Word juga, which is you can save it on your laptop or PC, just in case benda tu tak save. Sebab sometimes kalau ada problem internet, dia macam akan problem juga dekat situ. Biasalah. Guna Teams kena bayar ke? Kalau awak guna email UIA tu tak kena bayar pun. Free je, free of charge. Sebab UIA dah bayarkan. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, a special thanks to our speaker for the sharing. I hope that all the questions got answered clearly by the speakers. So now is our photography session. So I hope all the participants in the Zoom meeting can turn on your camera. Siapa yang takat gambar, madam? Give me a moment. Okay. So okay, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay, so a reminder for all students, we have another session tomorrow about Microsoft Excel by Madam Fizatul Husna binti Nordin at 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. So let's end our session for today with Tasbih Kafarah and